I welcome you dear customers. I'm happy to be before you introducing you a company called GAIA Limited. This company has introduced a manual mobile bacteria filter that filters water, whereby you don't need to boil this water after filtration. Then I'll take you through and see how it works. Remember, as you see before me, I have an electric pump, and then also on the machine there's a handy pump. Now let's use the handy pump and see what we come out with. Assuming this is your water source, the well water or the dam that you want to draw your water, it's the only water source that you have where you need to get the drinking water. What happens? You get the hose pipe that you see me touching here. That is the incoming water from the water source. What goes through is you're going to use the handy pump to pump the water that you need to use immediately. So as you see me pumping, now I'm filtering water. This water is coming through right from the water source. It goes in the system, then it comes out through there. As you see, this is the filtered water that is ready for drinking. No chemical added, no boiling needed. Only when you pump, you get the water in your glass, it's ready for drinking. Let me test and show you how it tastes. Oh my, almost finishing it. It has the taste of the real water that you need to use. There's no any smell, no chemical, no nothing that you need to treat. In that system, that method is the hand pump. As you saw me pumping, that is the hand pump method. Now let me take you to the electricity part. What I'm holding here is the electric pump. Now, with the electric pump, this is our incoming water from the source. As we say, this is our well or the dam. Then water will go through in here. It comes in here, then it goes to the machine, whereby this is the raw water incoming electric pump. It rotates around, then it comes. Please show me how it works. Immediately you plug in power, that is a single phase used, you get water. Again, as I showed you with the manual method, this is the water that I've drawn using the electric pump. With the two methods, there's a difference. Using the handy pump, within a period of 1 hour, you draw between 400 to 500 liters, and that also will depend on your energy. And then with the electric pump, you'll draw between 1000 to 1200 liters of water in 1 single hour. So you realize the output is really good enough to sustain people. Before I would go to the last to where I would expect questions, there's a filter that has been incorporated in the system. That filter system is called active carbon filter. What does it do? It removes bad smells. It removes chlorine, that chemical that comes with the national water, and mainly with water pump system that is pumped to supply big, say for example big towns. They come with chlorine that is too much that even you can smell it. But with the active carbon filter, you never get the smell of the carbon. You never get the smell of the bad water. And mainly the problem is chlorine. Chlorine, that is the main problem of the water that we drink. So chlorine completely, and also you're not going to feel it anymore with the active carbon. Probably there will be somebody asking, how do you maintain it? How is it cleaned? With the cleaning method, it's very, very simple, that you don't need to consult a doctor. we have a method. One is called forward flushing, another one is backward flushing. Then with the forward, as I'm going to open here, then I'll show you what I will have in my plastic bucket. Then it shows this dirty water that you see shows us that the dirt that is held in the system is drawn back. That is maybe the simple method of cleaning the filter, the pre-filters and then the carbon filter. Then we have what we call back flushing. Back flushing is a method of cleaning the main filter using the clean water that is found in the bag inside. And with that method, you're going to use the right hand pump on the other side. If I can show you briefly about it, I'll just rotate around, then I go to the hand pump. What you do, you follow the manual. You have to really be cautious on everything that you have to do with the machine. First look at the manual. What does it tell me to do before you operate it? Now we're looking at back flushing with the right hand pump. Then you're going to open this, close this, then have this open. After doing that, then you pump. When you pump, it's going to show you still the dirty water that is coming out. The dirty water that you've seen in the bucket, that is the dirt that has been held by the main filter. So it brings out back the germs, the bacteria, and the viruses that have been held in the main filter. So after that, you really need to go back and refill the bag with clean water. What you do, you'll check on the manual. What it tells you to do is what you're going to do. So as to cut the time short, another method of cleaning the whole system is by disinfection. How do you disinfect the machine? What happens? You get chlorine. That is the jig we mainly use for washing. Put it in your bucket, at least quarter of the chlorine. Then pump it using the left hand pump. You saturate it in the whole system. Then when it has saturated enough, between 10 to 15 minutes, you give it a rest. It stays over the night. Then in the morning, you need to clean it with clean water. That means you are removing the disinfectant from the system. Pour it out, taste it with a smell. The machine will show you that there's no more smell of chlorine. Then if you don't get any more smell, that means it's ready to be used again. Then start again, pumping clean water, pump water, give people to drink. After like 2 to 3 hours, you can forward flush. Then you're ready to continue with your pumping of water.
So, who might be interested in the system? For what purpose? The capacity, how many people you can supply with drinking water?
I expected that question earlier before, but right now it's very good also, it tastes the same. Looking at a clientele where we're mainly focused, and also it draws you back to the capacity, the output capacity of the unit. Assume that for 12 hours you can produce around 10,000 liters of water. That means you are ready to supply a whole school. So, mainly, we are really looking at schools, hospitals, restaurants, and refugee camps, mainly refugee camps. Refugee camps, they have a big problem of water. So, if a refugee camp can be supplied with this unit, I assure you that they are going to get clean water in the shortest time possible that they can get it. If they can use it manually where there is no electricity, they can as well get liters of water that is enough to sustain the camp. If they have a generator that can run the single phase electric pump, they still